Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive. Today we're looking into a story that's got everyone buzzing. The upcoming trial of Sean Diddy Combs.
Yeah, this one is huge.
It's a wild case.
Really is.
So, Diddy, he's this music icon,
Yeah,
right?
right.
But he's facing some really serious accusations here.
Yeah, we're not talking about, like a parking ticket.
Definitely not.
This is the heavy stuff.
Yeah, we're talking sex trafficking charges that span decades.
It's pretty shocking when you think about it.
Yeah, so we're basing our deep dive today on a recent Associated Press article.
Okay.
And it covers Diddy's not guilty plea.
Right.
But even with that plea, the details are pretty intense.
For sure.
So basically, Diddy is accused of using his influence and power to coerce women into commercial sex acts.
It's a big deal.
And the alleged tactics that are being described are brutal.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking threats, violence, even one incident where he allegedly dangled a woman over a balcony.
Yeah, you can't sugarcoat that.
No, you can't.
That's some scary stuff.
It really paints a disturbing picture of what might have been happening.
It does.
And of course, if Diddy is convicted on these charges,
Right.
he could be facing some very serious prison time.
For sure.
But, his defense team, they're pushing back hard against all this.
Absolutely they are.
They're claiming that all the acts in question were consensual between adults.
Right.
And they're saying that the prosecution is trying to twist things, make it seem worse than it was.
Yeah, basically trying to criminalize what they say was just a certain lifestyle.
That's a tough one, right?
It really is.
Because it makes you think about the power dynamics that come into play in these kinds of situations.
Absolutely.
I mean, we're talking about a massive figure in the music industry.
Huge, huge.
And these allegations, if true, they suggest a really dark side to that power.
For sure. It makes you wonder, how many aspiring artists might feel pressured to do things that they're not comfortable with just to try to get a leg up.
Yeah, it's a really difficult question. And it's one that we see come up again and again in these kinds of cases. And then, of course, there's this video that's come to light.
Yeah, what about that video?
Of Diddy assaulting his ex-girlfriend, Cassie.
Right.
Now, the prosecution is saying this is their smoking gun. This is the proof they need to convict Diddy. But, of course, his lawyers are claiming that this video has been edited.
Yeah, they're saying it's misleading.
To make things look worse than they were.
Right, and that's going to be up to the jury to decide.
It is going to be really interesting to see how the jury interprets this video.
I think so, too.
Because, evidence like that can really sway a case.
Absolutely, especially in the court of public opinion.
Oh, for sure. Now, another thing that's worth noting here is that the prosecution is being very cautious about releasing the identities of the accusers.
That's interesting.
They're concerned for the women's safety.
I can understand that.
And that just adds another layer of complexity to this whole situation.
It makes it a lot more difficult.
Yeah, for everyone to figure out, what the truth is and how to move forward with this case. And I think that's part of what's got people so interested in this story. They're grappling with the idea that this Diddy that they see on stage might be a completely different person behind closed doors.
You never really know with celebrities, do you?
You really don't. And, and this isn't the first time that we've seen these kinds of accusations leveled against powerful figures in the music industry.
Right. And sadly, it probably won't be the last.
Probably not. Which leads to the bigger question of how we hold celebrities accountable.
Exactly.
Especially when their fame and fortune is often built on a carefully constructed public image.
It can be hard to separate the person from the persona.
For sure.
Especially when that persona is so carefully crafted.
Yeah. So it makes you think, do these allegations change how you see Diddy and his music? And beyond this specific case, what does it say about the music industry as a whole? And how can we as a society prevent these kinds of situations from happening again? These are all big questions.
They are.
And ones that we're not going to be able to answer today. But they're definitely worth thinking about as this trial unfolds. So thanks for joining us for this deep dive. And we'll be back soon with another one.